Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today we are talking about the NHL playoffs, and after the Islanders just beat the Flyers in 7 games, we know every team that's going to be competing to go to the Stanley Cup. Well, in round 3, technically, every team was competing, but they got eliminated. We know the final 4 teams. That's the point. And we're going to kick it off, start off west, talking about that series with the Vegas Golden Knights and Dallas Stars, and I went 3 for 4 in my predictions. The one I missed and the one that shocked me. And I guess you could say if Vancouver won, that would have been jaw-dropping. But, I did not expect to see Nathan MacKinnon get bounced in round 2. I was stunned. I mean, the Stars, they have come out and they've just been guns a-blazing since the Flames series. The last game... I was just watching on the TV and I had it muted, and I remember watching the second period start, goal, 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 goal for the Stars, rinse and repeat. And probably the biggest thing that hurt the Avs in that series was Philip Grubauer going down. I mean, Michael Hutchison, ask any Maple Leafs fan, they will scream at you if you call him a decent goalie. But yeah, Stars took advantage of the situation, and they deserve to advance. Now you look at Vegas. Thatcher Demko kept that Canucks team alive in that series. Just stole Game 6, quite frankly. Was having a ridiculous Game 7. Vancouver was carried by Thatcher Demko at the end of the series. And Vegas was the better team, so that makes sense. Vegas advances. So you look at Vegas and Dallas, and it's hard to pick because I feel like underestimating the Dallas Stars is stupid at this point, but I just don't see a team knocking Vegas out. I just don't right now. They are my favorite Stanley Cup pick, and it's hard to go against them. Mine's the whole issue with Marc-Andre Fleury, agent, Robin Leonard, whatever that's going on. It doesn't seem to affect them at all. Mark Stone's playing good. Max Pacioretty is playing good. You got Shea Theodore who's playing good. You got a bunch of guys who are playing good. You got Robin Leonard who's been ridiculous this playoff series. At the end of the day, it's going to be between the goaltending matchup between Ben Bishop and Robin Leonard and Marc-Andre Fleury. Who do I think is better in that situation? I think Robin Leonard. I think he's the best goalie in this series. And by the way, a great year for Robin Leonard, again, to just come out guns a-blazing. Was good to see that his 1 year in New York wasn't just a flash in the pan, that he can consistently be this. So good for him long term. Makes you wonder about what else is going on in Buffalo, because that franchise is a dumpster. And Leonard's been successful outside of Buffalo. Was great in New York last year, and was great for Chicago earlier this year, and has been great for Vegas since acquiring him at the deadline. I'll give Vegas the series, and I gotta say 7 because this Stars team is not gonna go down sleeping. Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin, I'm blanking on the other one, Miro Heiskanen as well. Dallas has a lot of great players, and this is a team that took it to the eventual Cup winners last year. I believe it was Game 6 it was, double overtime. Ben Bishop played phenomenal. So the Stars team, it's not like they don't belong. They belong here. I think they were kind of forgotten about in a sense. You look at the favorites, it was Vegas and Colorado. Those were the 2 favorites out west, and they were my 2 favorites. Dallas upset one of them. I don't see them upsetting Vegas, though. And now we move over to the Eastern Conference, which we have the New York Islanders, who, as I'm recording this, just beat the Flyers, I believe, 2 hours ago. And the Tampa Bay Lightning, who demolished the Boston Bruins. And I mean demolished. This is overall better team is Lightning. But can they get it done? I've been saying this to people who have asked me who will win the Cup. I've said for the longest time, Tampa is the best team, talent-wise, in the entire league. But I don't know if they win the Cup, because every time they get close, they seem to crumble. And you look at New York, I mean, great system. Everything's rolling. This team looks good. They dominated the Flyers. They dominated the Panthers. They dominated, and I'm blanking who they played round one. Oh, the Capitals. They dominated them. And you look at that, I mean, Islanders have dominated everyone so far. The Lightning have dominated everyone but the Blue Jackets. And that's where I raise my eyebrow. The Blue Jackets and Islanders play so similar. Just grind it out. System. But I compare the Blue Jackets and Islanders. Islanders have a better team than the Blue Jackets. And I just go over that, back and forth in my head. And I was trying to think, does this remind me of something? And it does. This series will remind me, and as we're walking into it, just the feel of it is Senators Penguins 2017, where the better team, the team that should win, is the Pittsburgh Penguins. The underdog, Ottawa Senators, who just have a great system, and Erik Karlsson playing out of his mind. And they went to 7 games. So this is a whole thing. I expected to go 7 games. I expect them to go back and forth. And I honestly would not be surprised if either team won this, because I think the Islanders win this. I truly do. I look at who Tampa struggled with Columbus, and I just see that exact same formula for the Islanders. And I think the Islanders have more talent. I think Matthew Barzal is phenomenal. And I just compare it, and Lightning, as talented as they are, they seem to struggle with that. But as many points I'm making for the Islanders, the Lightning can easily win this. They just kind of have to get out of their own way in a sense. This team is so talented. Braden Point, Steven Stamkos, Nikita Kucherov, Miguel Sergachev, Victor Hedman, Kevin Shattenkirk. The list can go on. Vasilevsky has been the best goaltender since he's taken over. The Lightning are so good that it feels like we're all expecting them to fail. And I might be falling under this category, picking the Islanders, that I expect them to fail at this point. They get so close, but it's never close enough. Now, the next question is, if the Lightning do lose this, what do you do with the team? I mean, Steven Stamkos, he's had a lot of injuries. Do you maybe move on for him? Do you maybe make a change to the coaching staff? I mean, where do you go if you're Tampa? And those questions could be very interesting as this series unfolds. I mean, if the Islanders come out and dominate them, like, do you consider blowing them up? I mean, this is a real question here. As good as the Lightning have been, they can't get over the hump. Will they be able to? And, I mean, Islanders, what do you do from here if you win it? Like, you go to the Stanley Cup, but you're going to get destroyed by Vegas or Dallas. I don't think, if New York beats the Lightning, which I do think they do, I don't think they win the Stanley Cup. So do you buy in? Do you maybe contact the Lightning and see what you can, if you can get a Steven Stamkos or someone else? I mean, there's so many questions here. I think the Islanders win it just because they grind it out of the Lightning. But the Lightning, if the Lightning get out of their own way, if they can just buckle down, play their best hockey for 4 games, they're unbeatable. So, my prediction is Vegas, New York, Stanley Cup Finals. And thank you for listening to this, and have a great day.